Hello YouTube, Adventures with Dale here. Today we're gonna go metal detecting in a town called Beaver Lake. It's a ghost town. There's not a lot of information on it. I've hunted there 20 years ago at least. And we're gonna go try it again. I know it's been searched over pretty hard, but there was always something to dig up out here. And actually in the past I found quite a few Indian head pennies that kind of dated the area, 1800s pennies. So I do know that it was a logging community. It had a post office and a couple of saloons, a barber shop. I believe it even had a school. There was a lot going on back there. I think it all came to an end in like the 1920s, but I'm not sure if it burnt or if it was just left and after the logging industry went away. So anyhow, when we get there, we'll get set up and kind of give you a little story about it and kind of do a few shoots. There's even a really old cemetery with some headstones in it. We'll get some video of that too. So I'll get back with you as soon as we get there. Okay, we're out here at Beaver Lake. I know it's just trees and stuff. Believe it or not, this has grown up a bunch since I've been here. This looks totally different. But there's foundations and stuff like that, and I noticed that just over here a little ways, it looks like they're logging. I hope they don't log it all off. I mean, if they do, they do. But we're gonna have to time it so that when they get in here after the trees are gone, we can metal detect it one last time, because if they put furrows in the ground where they plant trees, you'll basically never be able to do anything with it again. So today we're going to use the DFX White Spectrum E series. I got a brand new shovel because that one has a problem, but we do have a new handle. And a Garrett AT pinpointer, and we'll see what, when I get on a target, I'll bring you back and we'll see what we got. Okay, I had a good signal here. I had to search around quite a bit to find what it was, but I'm on really old metal and we're on square nails, so anything that we find out here that has a good signal should be something good. So definitely dates the area, with the square nails. They could have been made from anywhere from the early 1800s right on up until the early 1900s. So that's kind of intriguing. So far that's what we got, and if we get something really good, we'll dig the whole thing right here and let you see it. All right, we got another target here. Looks like we got it out of the ground. Look at that. Another square nail. Never old. So we'll keep going. We'll take the square nails. That way we know we're in an area that the coins will be old. So I'll be back when I get another one. Okay, I finally got on. There's so much trash out here that I had to stop digging. The stuff that came up as just iron, but this is actually the best coin signal that I've seen so far. So I know that's loud on the camera, but we're going to dig this one up and see what we got. Well, on further review, all it was a piece of wire. So that thing can sure fool you at times, but you got to dig them or you'll never know. So we'll go to the next one. This here's a perfect example of somebody that needs to have their metal detector hit over their head. That's a big no-no. I mean, I don't know how long ago that was done, but they found a signal way down. They found the rusty metal. They left the hole open. That's a big no-no. We don't do that. That way, if DNR or game warden catches you doing something like that and just leaving it like that, they'll kick you out of here and they'll ban it for everybody. So yeah, always keep your holes looking like they did when you first found them. I'm going to cover this up and move on. This is just absolutely absurd. Whoever's doing this is an idiot. I want to find out who this is. If you don't cover your holes, that just makes a bad name for everybody. I'm absolutely disappointed in how they're conducting themselves. Especially, it's just an honor thing. You keep everybody else happy with doing their sport, and then you got somebody coming around doing this. I'm absolutely disgusted with this. Okay, we're gonna move to a different spot. I did find quite a bit of, oh, my shovel fell down. I found some square nails and some rusty metal, piece of porcelain, and a coffee cup or a dish or something. Kind of dates the area. And that right there is barrel banding. And there's tons and tons and tons of it out here. So, you know, they got all their supplies in barrels years and years ago, whether it would be grain or most anything came in barrels, and they would knock them barrels, banding off and open the barrels. And it's everywhere. I found a pile of it back there. I probably couldn't get it all in my pickup. So I also found a whole bunch of digging going on out here. I mean, it bothers me because I'm in the metal detecting community, but anybody else may never know it. So I always leave things the way I came to it. So anyhow, we'll go to another spot and see what else we can find. Here's a spot that I just found that's driving down the road. I mean, that hole's all of 3 foot, almost 4 foot deep. And they've been sifting through old glass. And I mean, look at these bottles. Some of these bottles are super, super old. I don't know what they say on the bottom. That kind of looks like a whiskey bottle. Look at these here. Them are like soles off of baby shoes. We're going to keep that. There's a heel off of a shoe from probably the 1800s. Let's see if I can find a bottle that's got something right on the bottom of it. I mean, these are old. They're cork, you know. That must have been a drinking glass or something. Pretty neat. All this stuff buried in the ground. I don't think there's anything that's all together, so. You should wear gloves, by the way. And I'm not. That was probably a lantern top is what that was. For oil lantern. Alright, we'll explore a little bit more. And look at that. It's a young kid's shoe. Or the sole or something. Really old heel for a shoe, for a boot. Okay, I'll be back. All right, we moved to a different part of Beaver Lake. We're on the back side of it now. There's just too many trees and stuff. I can't even find the foundations anymore. I don't know if they're even there. A lot of motorcyclists and stuff like that have made trails and whatever, and they might have buried it with sand and stuff like that. But I'm at a spot right now that's kind of like on the back side of where town would be. One time when my dad was still around, we pulled in this spot right here, and I bailed out of the truck, and I found an Indian head penny like instantly, and he told me I was going to have to walk home. So I hope I find another one today, but I'm going to be driving home today also. Okay, first hole at the new spot. As you can see, I'm about I don't know, 30 feet or so from the pickup, or 40, and we got a solid ring or nickel sound. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It is a pull tab. Look at that. Skunked again. And they just give off such good signals. You just got to dig everything. So, yeah, well, I was hoping to get another Indian head right close to the pickup, but we'll work at it. We'll see what we got. Be back with you when I find something. Wanted to show these turkey tracks. He's a big old guy. There's some big turkey tracks right there. Them are mine. Heading right out that way. Okay, I've been digging a bunch of junk for the last 2 hours, so finally got a good signal. We'll dig it up together and see what it is. Huh. It's like a square. I don't know what that would be. A square washer. Huh. It's old. Definitely old. It rang right up there like a quarter or a penny. We'll have to clean it up and see what it does after a bit. Well, here we are in Beaver Lake Cemetery. You can see, I mean, this is actually got a fence all the way around it. But, I mean, it's grown up to the point where if you didn't know this was here, you just wouldn't know it. This fellow's name was George Wilson, born November 11th, 1831. Died June 9th, 1903. So that kind of dates this area. I mean, you can see behind me, I think, if I recall, it's kind of under the grass right now, but you can see right there, that area right there. Years ago when I was out here messing around, that's actually concrete. There's a plot right there too, and there's several that I see as I wander through the woods. That, you know, they're depressions in the ground. The coffins have failed, so it's just kind of a little turnout off of a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of cool. I see another one over here that wasn't there. Somebody must have did some research and put some markers out for people, which is really cool. Okay, this one says James Riddle Hoffa, 2/14/1913 to 7/30/75. Well, that was definitely not here the last time I was out here. So it's kind of cool that somebody's actually taken an interest in doing something. But as you can see, it's an absolute, I don't know if it's war zone in here. There's trees down everywhere. You can't walk in here, let alone swing a detector. So I seen another one right over here. Let's go see what this one is. I mean, these weren't here 20 years ago, so somebody's probably doing something. Let's see, WFO Shannon. I don't know if that's somebody new. That maybe somebody buried some ashes out here. I don't know for sure. We've got a picture of a Harley on it, but that's definitely wasn't here back in the day. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of searching down the road a little bit and see if I can find anything good. We're not having that much luck today. Just finding rusty garbage and junk. We're going to have a cleanup after we're done and see what we got. And as soon as I have a roundup, I'll get back with you. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up today and kind of show you what we had. We had several square nails, so it kind of dates the area. Little pieces of aluminum, this big rust stuff. Well, you know what shows up on a machine sometimes good. I think that's a carriage bolt or something that has to do with it. Could be horse tack. You know, I'm not sure. Anyways, pull tabs, wire, 22 shells. Here's a bullet. I don't know. That thing sounded real good too. So what do we got here? I can't really tell what that is. Let's see here. I guess we'll never know. Some more pull tabs, another square nail. This thing here, I think that was a tab off of a pop can, but man, does that thing sound good too. And there's a piece of porcelain. I mean, I found tons and tons of it, but I mean, what do I do with it? I mean, some of it, I might have got a marking off the bottom of it. And this here, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a vape. It's got wires in it. I'm almost certain it's probably a vape. But, you know, and tell me in the comments what you think it might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a vape. But that thing rang. That thing was in the ground like 9 inches. It just really rang up there good. And I think the coolest thing I found today is they're little kids' shoes. I don't know if they were moccasins or they were buried in the ground for 100 years, you know. I mean, after the fire went through, and there's a heel of somebody's boot or shoe. I mean, this stuff is old. And of course, we got our melted lead and another pop bottle top. So, anyways, we didn't get anything valuable, but we had fun, and I enjoyed it. I got to see a lot of countryside. It ain't snowing for a change, so like and subscribe, and I'll get you back out here again. Have a good day. I didn't really get a chance to show you much of this ghost town because it's so grown up. But right here where I'm sitting, you can see the new railroad, but right beside it was the one that came through here in the 1800s. And they used to go all the way over there across the road. I think that over there was a landing for the lumber and stuff like that, and then they would haul it out to wherever it might go. But over here on this side was well, they got some lumber that they're cutting right now, but over here on this side was where all the buildings were at. And from what I understand, it caught fire in the 20s and burnt, and that's probably why there's big holes in the ground where everything was buried and stuff like that. So I'm sure we'll be out here again messing around, and I thought I'd you know, I told you that I was going to take you to a ghost town, what I did, and it's just so growed up. I can't believe how growed up it is. So anyways, we'll find another spot in a few days and we'll get out there and do it again. Thank you.